Up in the high country, Jordan will have your first alert forecast coming up. But first, the Equalizer on CBS is bringing awareness to a serious issue in their newest episode.
Yes, we are joined by actress Liza Lapira with a sneak peek this morning. Hi, Liza.
Hi.
Okay, this episode is so right on time, right? But this is something that should have been talked about for so long. The episode is called Chinatown, right?
Right.
Tell us about it.
It takes place in Chinatown. It's about a hate crime that happens there, and it goes unsolved. It's a murder that goes unsolved. But not only that, the police and the media aren't calling it what it is. They don't classify it as a hate crime. So then Robin McCall is brought in to both solve it and to correctly name it for what it is. And I agree with you. In real life, this took a while to get attention. And even now, I still think it doesn't get as much attention as it deserves, relating. It's not in proportion. The attention is not in proportion to the numbers.
What were the conversations like behind the scenes as they were going through this episode?
They were wonderful. I got to say, it was mostly me talking, which I think as it should be.
Absolutely.
Zoe, Robin, the writer, and the showrunners, that entire writing staff, they wanted to actively listen. They wanted to have open communication and transparency. There was always a check-in. There was always an invitation for feedback from inception to up until the last shot, like during filming. So those conversations were great because I did most of the talking, and then Zoe did a great job of synthesizing many different things I said and stuff that's actually happening in the news and making something that was wholly different and yet authentic and familiar.
Well, and you talk about authentic because you actually have told stories that have happened in your own family that have transitioned or been transformed into the stories that you're telling in this episode, right?
100%. And the more I tell my stories, the more I know that they're not just my stories. I could have been telling. I might as well have just been narrating the news. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the stories that I did say verified what we were seeing in the news, and also colored what Zoe was already written. I mean, very quickly, the thing that jumps out at me is the whole bystander effect. The fact that one can be attacked in a very crowded place and no one is helping. That's a very real phenomenon, and it's kind of being reported and kind of not being reported. So the fact that it's shown in this episode can maybe put a light bulb to people that when they see something, do something either in the moment or go and get help. But we're all in this together.
Absolutely, absolutely. I watched The Equalizer this weekend, always fabulous. But I did notice there's a lot of running on the show. Do you check your steps at the end of the day and see who has run the most?
In heels.
In heels, yes. In fancy shoes.
In platform heels. Gosh, I hope it's me. You're talking about who runs the most. I hope it's me because I love getting my steps in while I do my job. I feel like that's a free gym membership. It's a 2-for-1. Like, I'd rather save the gym membership.
It's a 2-for. I love it.
Yeah, it's 2-for-1.
Well, this episode, Chinatown, is going to air on Sunday on our sister network, CBS. But of course, Equalizer, a phenomenal show with a lot of running.
So good.
Liza,
in heels.
In heels.
In heels.
I love it.
Tell the Queen, long live the Queen for us.
Long live indeed. All hail, all hail.
Liza, thank you so much. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right.